Now let's meet.
And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's good from George.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
FBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. And he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. VG, the complete package. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's McDaniels. It's stolen by Leonard. George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. Russell against Jackson. Inside. Kicks it to George. Morris, a screen on Edwards. Here's George. Leonard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Second chance shot.
And Russell affected that shot. He used his length and some effort on defense that time.
Edwards against George. Edwards can't hit.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Leonard outside. It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell to pass to Edwards. Soft touch off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Jackson finds George. Back to Jackson. And here's George. Morris passes to George. Over Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
In the first 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the opening quarter. And Russell, here we go. McDaniels from long range. Towns against George. And Towns slams it home.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Jackson outside. Pass to George. Out to Leonard. The three. No luck on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career. It had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
George for three. Drops in the three. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Jackson against Russell. Here's Edwards. Can't connect from short range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. The 3, George. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Zubac with a screen on Edwards. Tie game in Minnesota. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Jackson, pass to George. Morris outside. Fires the 3. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. He has 7. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Back to Russell. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers trail. Here's George. Oh, good D by Edwards. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Leonard passes to George. From outside the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. George has got 8 points.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
For 3, George. Rebound, Minnesota.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Here's George. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. George has got 5 points in the quarter. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going. That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
George against Edwards. Morris outside. 4-3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
3 points.
And that makes it a tie ball game.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Here's Towns. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Aggressive drive to the rack. He has some weight to throw around if that's his defender.
Pass to Morris. Here's Leonard. Driving to the basket. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
There's so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to scream down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
Russell to pass to Towns. Great start so far, 3 of 3 in this one.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
George outside from deep. On target from range. George has got 13.
Paul George spotted up, spacing the floor. It cashes in.
Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to Towns. No good on the 3.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
McDaniels against Leonard. Back to Zubac. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Gobert. Towns passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Doesn't go that time. And a pretty tight.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 23. The Clippers, 22.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Wall and Powell, the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Covington in at the center position. Pass to Noel. Right wing. Back to Anderson. The shot that time not on target. The Clippers go the other way with it.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here he goes. Pass to Noel. And he bangs it home with one hand. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Reed, good.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen, shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Ball with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Tipped away. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. And he converts the layup. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
They grab their own miss. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Los Angeles ball.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Wall. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he's able to get it back.
Good positioning. Anderson outstanding at staying in front of his man and using his length and contesting.
Driving inside, and it's Wall with the block. Stolen by Reed. Foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Noel. Now covers. Here's McLaughlin. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Outside Covington. Outside Wall. Pass to man. Back to Wall. Counted.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Prince. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, Taurean Prince is capable of some nasty dunks.
Wall, the pass to Powell. Batum outside. Powell finds Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Anderson against Batum. Pass to Noel. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now here's Wall, tightly guarded. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the rejection.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Here's McLaughlin looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Prince. Here's Reed. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jackson, the pass to George. For 3, pure from 3-point range.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Shot is good by Edwards.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Leonard with a screen on Russell. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Nice move. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. McDaniels up top. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall.
Love to see this from Russell, as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Edwards against George. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. The kick out to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Count the basket.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Pass to Towns. Outside for Russell. He's off on the layup. Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Leonard. The shot comes out. McDaniels with some nice D. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. It's deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris. 4 on the clock. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Leonard finds George. Three-pointer. Russell with the rebound.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look. Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Towns passes to Russell. Towns against Zubats. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. Leonard passes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-pointer.
1:16 left in the fourth. Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Leonard outside. Jacks up a 3. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Over to the left wing. Russell from outside. Paul George pulls down the board. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Zubats with a screen on McDaniels. Leonard passes to Zubats. Count it.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Deflects the pass. George with a steal. And stolen by Edwards. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
17 foul.
Kick out to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Leonard for 3. Rebound Minnesota. And here's McDaniels. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans.
have two defensive first teams tonight, Steve. Both of these squads fully engaged on the defensive end.
It will be a low-scoring outing tonight, but they all say it in all sports and in basketball, it works. Defense wins championships.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Now Jackson. Paul George missing from long range. 6 on the shot clock. 2 points. That one goes.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Paul. Booker outside. Over George. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Morris with the screen for George. And there's the pass to Jackson. It's George on the wing, defended by Booker. On the wing, Morris. And there's the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
And the basket is good.
I like how Paul George comes off the screen under control, right up into his shooting motion. Smooth.
Paul kicks to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Booker against George. Leonard the pass to Morris. They shoot again. Nobody near Leonard. On the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Paul against Jackson. Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
And George kicks to Morris. Outside, George. Shot to stop the run. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Jackson passes to George. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now, here's George, following the shot by Chris Paul. Morris kicks to Zubac. 50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good with the layup.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting for Phoenix, Devin Booker. Shooting.
So he comes up empty at the line.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
Good on both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Pass to Booker. A 3-ball. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Short. No good. That would have tied it. The Suns leading to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
The 3 from George. The shot off that time. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. That quarter had to take a lot.
And your Clippers, Houston team. All right, fans.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Now Paul. Paul George missing from long range. Count that one. Paul's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now here's Zubac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Clock at 4. Stolen by George. Makes the shot. Best at number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Booker left side. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now Paul. Paul George missing from long range. Paul, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Smart move by Chris Paul, shooting right into the defender to win a trip to the line.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Here's Leonard following the basket by Chris Paul. In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Zubac. From deep, George. Second chance shot. Zubac, no good. Suns leading by 7. Paul with the ball. He's got 5. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ayton a screen on George. Booker the pass to Ayton. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. John Walls checked in for Jackson.
LA basketball. Now, into the lineup for your Clippers.
Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Wall in the air, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now here's Paul. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And it goes down 2 points. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. I'm not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
Here's Booker. He's got 14. In the corner, Crowder with it. Kicks it out to Booker. 3-pointer. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Paul kicks to Booker. That 3 off the mark.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 14 points for the game.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
The kick out to Crowder. Nifty move. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
From deep, George. Yeah, he nails the buzzer beater. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Wall and Powell are the guard set. And it's Covington in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
It's stolen by Saric. Payne gets a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
All with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming on the lock at the break. Here's Saric. 18 that time from Leonard.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
This game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Payne following the basket by John Wall. Now Craig still looking for his first bucket in this one. Payne finds Craig. It's rebounded by John Wall. The Clippers in the lead. Powell, the pass to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Payne with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Pass to Šarić. There's the double team with Covington. Back to Šarić. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
And you have to get Šarić out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Takes it out to Leonard. From deep. That shot off the mark. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Here's Shamet. And Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
And they recover it. Craig passes to Johnson. And it's Payne in the corner. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Powell's got it. That one drops one. Powell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. So for the Suns, and you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Clippers leading by 3. And George with the stuff.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
And the Suns call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Out to the wing. And the wide open shot from Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Paul's got 8.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
6-second difference between the shot and gameplay. Jackson passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
There's the pass to Ayton. In the corner, it's Bridges. Booker outside. The feed to Ayton. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. He has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. George sets a screen for Jackson. Outside for George. On the wing, Morris. Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Ball against Jackson. Bridges outside. Ayton in the corner. Passes it to Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. Basket counts.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
George against Booker. And George kicks to Jackson. Pass to man. And the Clippers call time here. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
A different look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard checked in for Terrence Mann. And it's John Wall in for Jackson. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Count the bucket. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so...
The previous play is under review.
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Wall. Can't hit that one. Some solid D from Paul. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
And once Booker has some momentum, get out of his way, throwing himself towards the rim off the drive.
Outside for George. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Suns leading by 5. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here is Bridges. Shoots from the elbow. No good from Booker.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Crowder kicks to Booker. To the left wing. Paul dishes to Booker. Excellent D there from George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Morris. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Booker looking around. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker showing off the vert.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside, Wall. In the corner, George with it. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Booker outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And Leonard gets it to go.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Lobbed up there for Booker.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
side, Wall. A three from Leonard. No good there. The Suns go the other way with it. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
On the wing, Bridges. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Here's Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, VA, you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's Ayton. Paul passes to Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Edwards. Russell finds McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Assisted.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Paul passes to Crowder. And just over a minute played here to start the game.
Phoenix ball.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Outside Booker. Sinks the tray.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from 3, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Russell against Paul. Left side, Russell. Back to Towns. To the wing on the left. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
To the inside. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Russell, that's good.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Paul with it. Down low. Left block shot on the way. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. McDaniels passes to Towns. Back to Daniels. From the wing. And that one's long.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Now here's Towns. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Bridges against Russell. Pass to Ayton. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Here's Russell. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Paul. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. It's Edwards on the wing. That shot off the mark. Ayton with the defensive effort. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West. Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Now here's Paul. How quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Offensive board. From downtown. Phoenix no good that time either. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
McDaniels, that's good.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. And Ayton with the stuff.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The three from Russell. No luck on that one. Here's a three from Paul. A shot off that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The T-Wolves on top.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the three. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. 4 on the clock. Booker can't get it to go.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Russell to pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, of course, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Towns. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
That one's no good. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. Sinks it from distance. Booker's got 8 points.
Boy, this guy's operating like a 10-year vet. Booker making all the right decisions almost immediately.
Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Booker. Over Edwards. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist by Paul.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is, I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
The shot by Russell, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
From the high post. Paul, shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Russell with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Towns passes to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Here's the three. The Suns clear it. Hayden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside for Russell. Back to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Poke loose. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Give him 8. And nowadays, switchable defenders are in demand. But you see smaller guards like Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Doris. These are very capable defenders.
They are, BA. They also happen to be very prideful competitors. So undersized guards take offense when you try to post them up. And the players you just mentioned, IQ, toughness, and heart, they all enter the equation.
Now here's Gobert. To the left wing. Here's Towns. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl-Anthony Towns.
Outside Booker. Fires the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Towns passes to Edwards. Now Gobert. There's the three. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
The Suns trailing. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball against Russell. Crowder outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Boy, you love to see Jay Crowder dial it up from that distance. Boy, that was long.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Nails it from 3. McLaughlin's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. That'll do it for the first half.
Your Suns, 19. The Timberwolves, 26. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft where he was not selected, guys.
Shamet, no good.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Now here's Payne. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Šarić. Outside Payne. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reid worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Right side Anderson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
And he's good on the second. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Shaman. All alone. And that one hits the back iron.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
From deep, Johnson connects from downtown. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Prince. Stolen by Payne. And they're pushing it up. Saric finds Johnson. Another three for Phoenix.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
2 minutes
outside Anderson.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Pass to Shaman. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Noel, that's good. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Payne, pass to Craig. Back to Payne. Out to Craig. No one near him. And that one's good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And 1:01 left in the third. Pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Three-pointer. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
So it's Phoenix now. Following the score by Minnesota. Fires in the triple.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Prince. The three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. From deep, Johnson. He buries it from three. And now just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Reed for three.
When Dario is working this hard on the defensive end, it's key because his act.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 4. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Bridges. Ayton inside, defended by Gobert. Clock is at 3, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Timberwolves ball.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Russell against Paul. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness. this Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Ball passes to Booker. Offline with a three.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns against Ayton. Towns down low. Here's Gobert. Tries again. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Now here's Crowder. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Tipped. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Now here's Booker. Just 2 to shoot. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Doors with Gobert. It still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He called out their ball control, saying, quote, no more turnovers. That has to be the mindset. We need to stop rushing and start dictating.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Outside Russell. Over Paul. Russell finds Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. This one for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Booker against Russell. Pass to Crowder. And here's Paul. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Chris Paul is such a hard guard. You've got to contest the 3 because of his ability to drive. Like, what do you do if you're a defender? You are in a problematic situation.
Now here's Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. The 3 from Russell. Back to Daniels. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires for 3. And the Suns get another 3.
Boy, Devin Booker, one of the elite scorers in the NBA. The sweet spot, the corner 3 by D-Book.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert on the high post. McDaniels passes to Towns. Shot clock at 5. Back to Daniels. From deep 3-point range. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And they get it back. Booker against Edwards. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
Now here's McDaniels. The 3 from Russell. And Ayton pulls it down. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Left side, Russell. Pass to Towns. And so it's Minnesota with Allie. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Morris. Outside, George. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now, here's George. Takes it out to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in. Here's George. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. There's the 3. And Paul George with the 3.
Able to stretch the floor with his shooting. Paul George takes great pride in knocking down those triples.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. Here's Wall after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. 4 on the clock, and it's Leonard missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Prince outside. Back to Russell. Now the pass to Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Now here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall, and stolen by Prince. Here's Edwards, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on George.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
And Edwards drops them both. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. George looking around. The kick out to Wall. 6 to shoot to stop the run. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 4. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And the Clippers miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Towns. Prince outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Prince. The Clippers grab the miss. Outside, George. From deep three-point range. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
The three from George. The shot that time, not on target. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, leading by 8.
Fans, your Clippers, Houston team. Fans, let's give up
and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court for Minnesota. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot.
Towns is especially dangerous when he's cutting to the rim like this. Really good mobility for a big guy.
Wall wide open. Oh, good on the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Minnesota leading by 10. Russell passes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a 4-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Now here's Leonard. Up top, Morris. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Prince. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
Leonard on the wing. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Wall finds George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Clippers trail by 16. Wall up top. He's guarded by Russell. From deep, George. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Towns. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Morris against Towns. score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balance. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Wall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Edwards with it. He's got 18. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Leonard against Prince. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Here's Zubac. Goes back up. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. Shot clock at 6. Over Morris. Here's Gobert. Puts the move on. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Morris, no good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Prince, the pass to Edwards. There's 21 seconds left in the first half.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Wall passes to Morris. Great tee that time from Edwards. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
14, the Timberwolves. 31.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's George. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Prince in the corner. Pass to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Atop the key, Prince. The kick out to Towns. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 19. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Powell in for George. Here's Noel. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Just 5 to shoot. Noel passes to McDaniels. Rebounded by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 16. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Powell, and he banks in the layup. Powell's got his first points of the game.
guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Clippers trail by 14. The dish to Leonard. Back to Powell. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Reed, and he dunks it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Powell, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Leonard, changes up, and he sinks the layup. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Reed with it. Covington's there. Rebounded by Covington.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Batum kicks to Leonard. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Here's McLaughlin. Passes to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Here's McLaughlin. And it's rebounded by Covington. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Norman Powell. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Now, here is Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards with the stop.
You know, confidence feeds on itself, and the more experience Edwards gets, I think the more confidence he'll continue to gain, especially operating in these pick-and-roll sets.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert.
First team.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
Edwards looking it over. From past the arc. Gobert finds Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
John Wall's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Timberwolves leading by 10. And here's Edwards. Towns in the corner. Back to Edwards. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Edwards against George. Fires the 3. Traps in the tray. George has got 6 in the quarter.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here is Russell. Now, here's Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. George with the defensive effort. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Leonard. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Now Edwards. Prince in the corner. Dishes it to Towns. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Defense. LA basketball.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Wall dishes to Leonard. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It'll be a jump ball.
He kicks it to Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. Lock at 6. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Russell against Wall. Russell passes to Edwards. Here's Towns. Outside Russell. Driving to the basket. Off target at the rim. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Now here's Leonard. All taking his time here.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
Down low to stop the drought.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside, Wall. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, there's no denying it. When Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Really left alone that time. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they built a lead that simply can't be overcome at this point. So it would be a nice dub
for Minnesota.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Now Russell. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And that one's good. Russell.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A three from Leonard. No good. Edwards with it. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not
chess match tonight. We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard of the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. Drops in the three.
Sharp find by Paul. One of the best passes of all time.
And here's George. The three is up. No good there.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
A nice shot by Booker.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Morris, a screen on Booker. George for three. Nails it from three.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
George against Booker. Pass to Jackson. Leonard outside. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
George's shot is off. The Suns have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
George passes to Leonard. Kicks it to George. Morris on the wing from outside the arc. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker is the guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
Pass to Leonard. Can they get it? Second chance effort. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Paul. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Two minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Booker. Clock at 6. From outside, off the mark.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
George, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Stolen by Booker. And Booker with the jam.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Stolen by Ayton. An open look for Booker. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Booker's got 12.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Back to George. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. He's got 14.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now for the finish. And Booker with the jam.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now. forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Zubats. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. It's Booker on the wing. Corner shot. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Just what he does. Booker getting buckets.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Suns ahead, up by 15.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix. So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Booker goes in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of Vinsanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Out to Bridges. Booker against George. Booker can't get it to go.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Leonard outside. Lets the three fly. And Ayton pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside for Booker. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker from behind the arc. The rebound by Jackson.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
From deep, Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
That one's good for 2. George has got 8.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Booker. And Booker with the jam.
I've seen CP do this a million times. No one is better at running the pick and roll.
Jackson with it. Now guarded by Booker. Booker against Leonard. Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
3-point field goal.
11 points in the game.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Pass to Booker. Here's Ayton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Leonard finds George. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Oh, Booker with a block. 1:43 left in the half. Paul for 3. He can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Shot by Leonard, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
The drive by Paul, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
George for 3. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Paul. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. George passes to Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Bridges on the attack. No good, a bit long that time. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Jackson down low. Booker defending. Yep, that one's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Now here's Paul. He has 7. Booker, the pass to Paul. Throws it up high, and Booker with the jam.
In that pick and roll set, option 1, Booker taking it himself with good reason.
Jackson finds George. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wall. Driving in. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Phoenix. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi.
22.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne, and it's Craig in at the 3. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And he gets it to go.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Up top, Johnson, guarded by Batum. Payne pass to Saric. Powell outside. Outside Covington. Pass to Mann. Wall with it. Batum with a screen on Payne. Wall for 3. It's hauled in by Saric. Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Payne, the pass to Johnson. The 3-pointer off the mark. The Clippers shooting around 35% from the field so far. Powell for 3. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Shamet. Powell covers. Pass to Saric. Outside Craig. Back to Saric. And the layup is good off the glass. Saric has got his first basket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
When Cam Johnson went 11th overall in the 2019 draft, most draft experts were shocked, slating him to go late in the first. But Cam's proven those pundits wrong.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Now Payne. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Shamet. And the shot's good. Well, for Cam Johnson, he was incredible during the 2021 playoffs, Richard.
How about Cam's shooting numbers? Going 50, 40, 90 for the entire playoffs. 70% from the field in the conference finals. Unreal for a three-point shooter. A key part of that Suns finals run.
And they recover it. Ball against Payne. Up top, Wall. Let's go with a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Shaman.
2 minutes.
Pass to Johnson. Now Šarić. Outside Craig. Here's Payne. And stolen by Covington. Wall with it. And it's Payne picking him up. Powell for three. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. The kick out to Paul. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. For three, George. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. George has got 16 points.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Here's Booker. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And the Suns lead by 17.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Morris can't hit. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 8 assists in the game.
All Booker needs is a little bit of room, and the moment he gets it, he pulls up.
A nice shot by Morris.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Booker on the wing. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Morris has got 6 points in the quarter.
And what were they thinking, leaving 3 guys, like 3 open on the perimeter? They got what they asked for.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard, wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Crowder. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3. Booker's got 11 points here in the second half.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
A quick look, no good that time. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Leonard way outside. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Field goal.
Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Paul with it. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. A nice shot by Booker.
If you're talking strictly from shooting range, Booker is right at the top of that group.
George, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And the Suns get another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Outside Paul. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Jackson, the pass to George. Back to Jackson. On the take. The shot, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Back to Paul. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Pass to Booker. Bridges outside. Offensive rebound. Crowder outside. From deep. The shot no good. Well, the Clippers shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. George for 3. He drops it from range. George has got 19 points.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
Three-pointer, Bridges. It's rebounded by Morris. And here are the Clippers now. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Jackson against Paul. Back to Booker. Pass to Paul. 4-3. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Devin Booker.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
There's 38 seconds left in the game. And here's Morris. For 3. He can't hit that time. Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backboards to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The kick out to Towns. 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Russell's got the game going here with the first basket for the Timberwolves.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Pass to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. Over Edwards. No good from Booker. We play just over a minute here in the first.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up. Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Cans it from downtown.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
And here's Russell after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. McDaniels finds Russell. Back to McDaniel. Towns for 3. McDaniels in the post. He's against Bridges. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Booker with no one around. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Paul passes to Booker. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Crowder inside. Defended by Towns. They get the rebound. Crowder dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Russell looking around. Outside Edwards. Russell kicks to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Towns with it. Outguarded by Crowder. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Out to Russell. Looking to end the run. And he hits the jump shot. Russell's got his second basket. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, They made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Here's Ayton, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's Crowder, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ball against Russell. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the middle. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Russell.
He's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instinct's just showing off from Russell there.
$19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Booker fires from way outside. And the Suns miss again. McDaniels with the ball. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Crowder with the steal. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix ahead.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Al Paul after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. With three, Booker, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Edwards passes to Towns, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Up top, Edwards, defended by Booker. Here's Towns, here's Gobert, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on 8.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction, because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Here's Paul after the basket by Minnesota. Booker outside, fires from deep, gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
Going to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker, you might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Outside, Towns. Left side, Edwards. Back to Towns. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Offensive rebound, Gobert. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Booker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Ball outside. Lobbed up there for Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
The pass to McDaniels. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Suns on defense. 3-point lead. Edwards fires from way outside. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. Paul for three. It's rebounded by Towns. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Ayton wide open. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Booker outside. From downtown, Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards with it. Out guarded by Booker. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and-one opportunity.
Booker, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bridges kicks to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. Booker outside. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Suns lead by 2.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Ball against Russell. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Booker fires from way outside. And that one released in time, but all right, David, thank you. And
21, the Suns, 23.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Sarge and Johnson are on the block. Andrew Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Craig in at the 3, the small forward.
Changing in quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Three-pointer. Craig pulls it in. Suns leading by 4. Now Payne. Sharge dishes to Payne. Johnson inside, working on Anderson. Johnson finds Payne. The Suns need to get a shot off. Takes a 3. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Prince, the pass to Anderson. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Suns, they're shooting 43% from the floor.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. Phoenix on defense. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That is his first foul of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Passes it to Payne. To the inside. Here's Sharch at the Payne, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Anderson wide open. And another three for Minnesota.
Anderson that time shooting without any hesitation. Slow-mo getting one off.
Pass to Shamet. The three. Drills the three-pointer. Shamet's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Anderson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Shamet. It's up a three. Another three for Phoenix.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shamet has been great from the three-point line. 42% from three as a rookie.
Here's Noel. The kick out to Anderson. There's the three. Knocks down the three ball. Anderson's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Minnesota. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Johnson for three. Good D by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's the three. Here's Reed. No points in the game yet for him. Lets it go from deep. Sharch grabs the board. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Shamet finds Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. The three. Good on the triple. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
The pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Here's Reed. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Payne with it. Guarded now by Prince. Craig passes to Payne. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. The three from Johnson. The shot misses. Timberwolves trail by 4.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Prince. Phoenix grabs the miss. Craig's got 4 rebounds in this game. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. There's more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Taurean Prince. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's McLaughlin into the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. So it's Minnesota now, after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Noel passes to Prince. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. Here's Booker. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. Anderson outside. Passes it to Reed. Fires the three. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Noel.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Booker outside. Kicks to Crowder. In the corner, it's Bridges. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bridges has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Mikel really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Towns. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul with the ball. Outside Crowder. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Gobert with a screen on Booker. That's a 2 from Towns. Over to the left wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And he drives in. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Now here's Gobert. Now here is Russell. Outside, Towns. The offensive rebound. Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And if he gets looks that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Booker outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Booker. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's McDaniel. Defended by Bridges. Paul with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Cranes the three-pointer. And now a 10-point Phoenix lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Suns?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. Has produced some easy scores.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Suns.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
And here is Paul. After D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. And Booker kicks to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And the pass to Gobert. Oh, good with the triple. Booker outside. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. And thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.